In Stamford, Connecticut, November 27th, 1960, Barry Sternlicht was born. During his childhood, he would always see his neighborhood's families have a tennis court and pool. He wanted to have a tennis court and pool too, but his family was as poor as his mother was a biology teacher, while his father was an entrepreneur, founding a small camping equipment and battery company called Peel Wonder. Sternlicht envisioned that someday he would be able to afford to have a tennis court and pool of his own. Sternlicht had started to sell knives to people's homes to make some money, as he already had an entrepreneurial spirit in him, and he started teaching tennis during the summertime while also playing the sport. He later attended Brown University and majored in law. Once he graduated, he did not become a lawyer as much as his mother wanted him to, and worked from consulting to an arbitrage trader. He then went back to college, getting his MBA at Harvard Business School. In the late 1980s, Sternlicht entered the real estate business in Chicago, working at JMB Realty, founded by Neil Bloom, who is the owner of the 900 North Michigan Shop, luxury shopping mall. Sternlicht worked in the acquisition department, where the team was responsible for seeking properties up for sale to purchase at a good deal. Only 10 men worked at the firm during his time there. Between 1981 and 1982, the U.S. market entered a recession that resulted from high interest rates and brought savings and loans into losing money and fraud due to little to no regulation. Savings and loans were banks that helped new homeowners seek ownership, as traditional banks did not lend home mortgages in the early 1800s. Savings and loans also resulted in many vacancies and low property values. JMB Realty was in the process of filing for bankruptcy, which resulted in Sternlicht becoming unemployed. As he tried to seek employment, this began to discourage him and reduce his confidence in how he was going to overcome this obstacle. Sternlicht had come up with the idea to create his own opportunity by getting into private equity. Real estate private equity is a firm that buys properties that are struggling and improves them to become profitable, then sell them off to buyers while earning a management fee in return. So in 1991, Sternlicht founded Starwood Capital with Bob Faith, who today is the CEO and a founder of Greystar, a real estate platform for property management, investment management, and construction development of rental properties. Sternlicht and Faith started to get into multifamily by purchasing properties from the government, which owned properties that were owned by banks that failed during the crisis. In 1995, Starwood started to get into the hotel industry by acquiring Westin Hotel and Resorts for $561 million, while under the umbrella of Starwood Hotel and Resorts. This acquisition changed Sternlicht and Faith's lives as the assets became a success. What makes Starwood Hotels different from the competition is creating the interior nature as its theme by embracing the color green, green plants, and providing wellness. In 1998, Starwood Capital became a publicly traded company after acquiring a real estate investment trust, iStar Financial. This made Starwood Capital the largest real estate finance firm in the U.S. In 2005, Barry decided to step down as CEO of Starwood Hotels because the job was starting to be less fun due to the high pressure and conflict of running the hotels at this time. He remained on the private equity side as chairman and CEO of Starwood Capital. Although Sternlicht resigned, Starwood Hotels continued to stay in business by buying One Hotels, Baccarat Hotels, Treehouse Hotels, and SH Collection. Starwood Hotels still thrives to this day, owning $130 billion in assets under management. What we can all learn from Sternlicht is that losing a job does not define you nor the end of your career journey. Facing obstacles only makes you come out stronger. And the Sternlicht quote, we can keep in mind for those wanting to run a successful hotel. Clean the property up, pay attention, do everything a little better, focus, and then send the people to have the rights. Taking the cost out is for monkeys. Driving revenue is the hard part. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to learn more greatest entrepreneurs in commercial real estate aligned in the hospitality industry.